If you've missed any of the earlier episodes of the Great Tastes series and want to see the shows and get all the recipes, go to greattastesmb.ca. Watch them when you want to watch them.
Welcome back to Great Taste of Manitoba with Chef Jason Wartzman. He is here on behalf of Manitoba turkey producers, and it's whole roasted turkey with a Cajun rub. You could kind of like turn it into a wrap, but it's not a wrap, it's a rub. And it's kind of a complex, well, not complex, but you said it's a little bit of a messy process, which is kind of exciting when you're cooking. So we'll get to that in just a second. But we have a beautiful Granny's turkey here. I have a couple of questions for you. First of all, when it comes to picking the right size, how do you go about doing that?
Well, it's best to count for about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds per person. 1.5 pounds if you want to have leftovers.
Okay, awesome. And then you love the fresh turkey, and why is that?
I do. There is definitely a difference with a fresh turkey. They are a little bit more expensive, but they definitely come out a little bit juicier, and you do notice the difference with a fresh one, but there's nothing wrong with a frozen one.
But it's very important, thawing technique. Now this is something that I didn't realize, because like I put mine in the sink and I forget about it for a number of hours, but we're not supposed to do that. No. So what are we supposed to do?
No, the best way is to thaw it slowly in the fridge.
Okay.
But if you're in a hurry, you can also put it in a sink with water, but you have to change the water. Either keep it running continuously or change the water every hour.
Change the water every hour, okay. And if you're gonna do it in the fridge, like kind of the proper way, about how long does that take? That's like a good day, because like often I don't give it enough time, right? And then you're left with a frozen turkey, so a day?
It's longer than that. It's about 24 hours for every 2 kilograms.
Oh wow, okay, so that's good to know. Okay, so we also have pre-seasoned turkeys. We have unpre-seasoned turkeys, so talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, our Granny's turkeys are all natural, so they're not injected or brined in any way. And some turkeys are brined with salt water and phosphates, don't even have butter in them. Others do have butter in them, which is really nice. But I like to start with a natural turkey here for this, and then you can do a rub. We've got butter and olive oil and all kinds of
You got a lot of good stuff going there. We'll get to that in a sec. But I know that the other thing is that Granny's is the only local processor. So if you want a local turkey, you got to go with Granny's. That's a really important thing to mention. Okay, you have hiding over here some gloves.
I have some gloves just because it's important to wash your hands and not use the same utensils when you're dealing with raw product and cooked product for cross-contamination. But it's also nice to use gloves. So
you could do it without the gloves,
assuming
absolutely. That you're washing really well. Because this looks fun. I'm very interested to see, because it's not just going to go like on top, it's also going to go inside and underneath the skin as well.
I like to tuck it under the skin just so it stays in there and it keeps the breast nice and moist. So this bird here, I've just taken out of the package. There's no need to wash it or anything like that. And there is a neck in here as well, and the neck you can roast alongside, or you can cook it to make your gravy in a pot. You can boil it.
I know people, some families, they fight over the neck. They fight over that. And then you've got your...
these are the giblets.
Okay.
Yeah. So giblets, also a lot of people like to put it into a stock or just boil it to make some flavorful gravy after. I like to give them to my dog too.
Okay.
He loves it as a treat.
And is the gizzard part of the giblets? Because I remember my dad always talking about the gizzard. He wanted the gizzard. So, that's where it is.
Gizzard, heart. And
all that other good stuff. And it's probably really healthy too, right? If you wanted to eat it, your dog must love you. Okay, so what do we do?
So really simple rub here. Start with butter, and it should be room temperature, nice and soft. And then a couple tablespoons of olive oil. And I got some fresh chopped garlic. And
you just smell that in here.
Yeah, a bit of sea salt.
Good.
And traditional Cajun seasoning. White pepper, black pepper, cayenne pepper, a little bit of paprika, and oregano.
Get some nice colors going in there.
So that's, classic Cajun. So we just want to mix that all up and form it into a paste. So you can call it a rub or a paste. And then you just want to get it underneath the bird.
Start slamming it in there.
Yep. So just want to take some chunks and just
very
go
dignified
right in
process here.
Under the skin.
Wow, look at that.
Go into each breast.
That looks kind of fun.
Yep, and you can also get it in behind into the thigh as well, and get lots of flavor in there. And then I just would use the whole thing, and you can rub some on the outside as well. And And you get that nice
Okay.
color and flavor with this as well.
Okay, and you actually have one that's completed that we can have a quick peek at
Yeah,
here as
I
well,
do.
right?
So this one will just go straight into the roasting pan.
Okay.
And then into the oven.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And of course, you can find these recipes on our website, greattastesmb.ca. So that's another thing that you can do to check out. So fantastic! There it is, big, beautiful bird, the Cajun rub. And when we come back, Aaron Alblas brings this simple gourmet family gathering home. We're going to check out his beverage pairings right after this on Great Taste of Manitoba.
You're watching Great Tastes of Manitoba, brought to you in part by Manitoba Liquor Mart. Enjoy responsibly.